Underdog shock. Eala's heartbreaking first-round exit against Claire Liu. The Guangzhou sun poured down like molten gold on the pristine blue court. It shimmered, almost tauntingly, as if the universe itself knew drama was about to unfold. In the center of it all stood Eala, the pride of the Philippines, poised, fearless, focused. At just 20, she had become a symbol of hope, a beacon of Filipino tenacity, the girl who dared to dream beyond the island shores. Across the net stood Claire Liu, a name whispered with both familiarity and pity in tennis circles. Once a rising American prospect, her ranking had plummeted to world number 305. Injuries, setbacks, and self-doubt had rewritten her career's trajectory. Most saw her as an easy first-round opponent, a formality before Eala's real challenge began. But tennis, like life, doesn't follow anyone's script. As the umpire called ready, play, the quiet hum of expectation filled the air. And what began as a routine match soon became a heartbreak that would haunt Eala's season and define Liu's redemption. The opening rally. The first few games followed the script everyone predicted. Eala's footwork was crisp, her forehand exploding off the strings like thunder. She led 2-1, then 3-2. Each point was punctuated by that signature fist pump, each movement charged with youthful energy. But Claire Liu didn't flinch. Her eyes carried something deeper, something that said, I've been here before, I've been broken before, and I'm not afraid anymore. At 3-3, Liu began absorbing Eala's pace, redirecting shots with surgical precision. Her backhand down the line started finding its mark again and again. The momentum shifted quietly, subtly, like a shadow moving across the court. Then came the 10-minute game at 4-4. Every rally was a test of willpower. Every grunt, every breath echoed like a heartbeat in the tense arena. Eala had 2 break points, but each time, Liu erased them with fearless aggression. Finally, Liu broke serve, sealing the first set 6-4 with a daring forehand winner that caught the baseline. The crowd gasped. Cameras zoomed in. Eala looked up at her box, baffled, searching for answers. The scoreboard glowed mercilessly. Liu 6, Eala 4. When confidence cracks. For the first time in months, Eala looked human, vulnerable, uncertain. The rhythm that usually flowed like poetry had turned mechanical. Her body language shifted from sharp to restless. "Stay calm, Alex," her coach shouted from the stands. But the words were drowned by the hum of anxiety. Meanwhile, Claire Liu looked transformed, shoulders high, eyes burning, movement smooth and fearless. Every shot she hit screamed of rediscovered purpose. She had nothing to lose. Eala, on the other hand, had everything. The pressure of expectations, fans back home watching live, sponsored journalists, and a nation's belief tightened around her like an invisible grip. At 2-3 in the second set, Eala faced break point. A long rally ensued. Her cross-court shot floated a bit too high. Liu stepped in, ripped a winner past her, and screamed, "Come on!" The underdog had taken control. The fall. As Liu's shots grew bolder, Eala's unforced errors mounted. The Filipina's forehand, a weapon that once shattered defenses, began misfiring. A double fault at 3-5 brought the score to match point. The crowd stood in suspense. Eala bounced the ball once, twice, 3 times. Her serve clipped the net cord, dropping in softly. Liu attacked it immediately, a deep return forcing Eala wide. The next shot, a clean backhand down the line. Winner. Game. Set. Match. Claire Liu def. Eala 6-4, 6-3. The stadium erupted, not in mockery, but in awe. The underdog had done the unthinkable. Eala froze. She stared at the scoreboard as though it spoke a language she didn't understand. Then she walked toward Liu, handshake brief but sincere, before retreating to her chair, head bowed. The cameras zoomed in, tears glimmered, quickly wiped away. She refused to break in front of the world. The locker room silence. Behind closed doors, there are no commentators, no applause, no filters. Only truth. Eala sat motionless, towel draped over her shoulders. Her racket lay on the floor beside her, string still humming from the last strike. Her coach sat quietly across the room. Neither spoke. Words were useless in moments like this. Finally, Alex broke the silence. I didn't see it coming, she whispered. You played her game, her coach said gently. Next time, make her play yours. She nodded, but her thoughts were miles away, back to every missed chance, every rushed swing, every hesitation that turned into regret. Outside, Lou was giving interviews, tears of joy streaming down her face. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, she said. Everyone had written me off. Maybe today was just my day. And maybe it was the noise of the world. By the next morning, the headlines were everywhere. Underdog shock in Guangzhou. World number 305 Claire Liu upsets rising star Alex Eala in stunning first-round win. Heartbreak for the Philippines as Eala falls early. Social media was a storm of emotion. Some fans were devastated. We still love you, Alex. You'll come back stronger. Others were cruelly blunt. How do you lose to number 305? But beneath the noise, something beautiful began happening. Filipino fans rallied together, defending her, uplifting her. Even heroes fall. What matters is how they rise. She carries our flag with pride, win or lose. The loss had transformed into a national moment of reflection, not about disappointment, but about humanity, the night of reflection. That night, from her hotel window overlooking the neon glow of Guangzhou, Alex Eala couldn't sleep. The city buzzed with life, but inside, everything was still. She replayed the match in her mind, point by point. She realized that the loss wasn't about technique. Beyond the scoreboard, weeks later, sports columns still cited the match as one of the biggest early round shocks of the season. But for Alex Eala, it became something else entirely. It was a memory she carried not as a wound, but as a map, showing her the edges of her own strength, the spaces where growth still lived. She would go on to play better, sharper, stronger. And every time she stepped on court, she remembered that day in Guangzhou, not as her fall, but as her awakening. Because in the world of sport, heartbreaks are not endings. They are beginnings disguised as defeats. And so, when the lights dimmed, when the applause faded, and when history looked back at that day, it wouldn't just say Eala lost. It would say, that was the day Alex Eala learned how to rise. Epilogue, the heart of the underdog. Claire Liu's ranking climbed after Guangzhou. Alex Eala's spirit grew stronger. The match that began as a shock turned into a shared story of rebirth for both players. Somewhere in the heart of every underdog is a spark waiting for the right moment to ignite. And somewhere in every favorite lies a reminder that greatness isn't guaranteed. It's earned again and again. The scoreboard may have read, Liu def, Eala 6-4, 6-3. But the truth written between those numbers was far richer. Because that day wasn't about who won or lost. It was about the raw, beautiful unpredictability of tennis itself. The underdog rose, the favorite fell, and both walked away changed. And as the sun set over Guangzhou, the echoes of that match lingered. In every rally, every tear, every dream it refused to die. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.